Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Now I have an intro and everything to the live. I'm still like having a little cough drop. Um, but apparently, you guys, there's trouble streaming to Instagram for some reason. I don't know what's happening. So today is just going to be X, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and LinkedIn. So that's it. That's all we have. But that's okay. That's plenty, right? And again, I have pool hair, you guys. I apologize for that. This is going to be my look for the summer. No wigs because it's too hot for wigs. My pink wig. We'll resume the pink wig in September. But anyway, thank you for joining me. Today, we are talking about dating in 2024. And please feel free to go ahead and post some comments during the live. If you're on YouTube, let me see. I think you can post. Um, if you're on YouTube, sorry, I'm finishing that cough drop. If you're on YouTube, I think Twitch, you can also comment. For X, I think I have to look at my phone, which is fine. So anyway, dating in 2024. So what is that like for you guys? Can you tell me? Oh, we have people joining us from X. Hi, guys. X seems to be a very popular platform for this live. For some reason, people just love to tune in to Relationship Coaching Live, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. So, dating in 2024 is the theme for today. And let me actually do a banner for that. Dating in 2024. Nightmare? Nightmare? All right, let's see. Here we go. And there. Dating in 2024. Is it a nightmare? Well, I retired from dating for a while. I don't know when I'll be back. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. But I've had some terrible experiences and some good experiences, and I made some friends also through dating apps. And it seems like nowadays that's the way to go, right? But people, I think, from what I've seen on TikTok and other platforms, they're kind of burned out on the apps, right? Because a lot of people put wrong information, they catfish, there's also scammers. So it's really I don't know, kind of like a little bit of a nightmare in my humble opinion. I stopped dating. When did I stop dating? Like maybe beginning of this year. I just retired from it. It's like first of all, it's too much work. Oh, hi from Facebook. Thank you for joining. So first of all, it's too much work, right? Because when you're talking on an app with someone, talking is like texting and maybe a phone call. And definitely when you do a phone call, you want to do a FaceTime or anything with video. Because I have been actually, long time ago, I was talking to like a scammer, but I caught on real quick. Okay. And then I was like trying to trick him and I was like, okay, can you show me, can you show yourself on Skype or whatever? Because back then it was Skype, right? And or FaceTime or whatever. And they were like, no, I don't have a camera. I was like, sure. Okay. So anyway, there's a lot of scammers out there, so be careful. It's called romance scams. Did you guys know about that? Romance scams. I know that on Dr. Phil, and I don't watch Dr. Phil. I just watch clips on TikTok. That's my thing. And I think most people do that. We just watch like either YouTube or clips on TikTok of stuff that's going on. So I actually have a couple of websites that I looked at and I thought that they were kind of cool and seeing what the situation is nowadays. So it says single people are ready to leave icks and red flags behind in 2024. Huh. Okay. So the icks. Oh yeah, the icks. That's a big thing, right? The ick. It's I don't know, but I have the icks lately. It's like almost like I see someone and that could I could possibly date. I'm like, no, I'm better off just being on my couch watching YouTube and eating. I eat siete churros. They're like really good. They're like chips that taste like churros. By the way, I highly recommend it. They don't sponsor me or anything. I'm telling you, they're really really good. So let's go back to why we're leaving the icks and red flags behind in 2024. Apparently, many daters have said they feel like the current state of dating is hopeless, sharing their anecdotes online in videos, i.e., TikTok and Instagram, that go viral. But dating experts say to have hope. Of course, the dating experts, I'm sure the apps pay them. Tell them to have hope. There's still hope in this hopeless, horrible dating scene. Yes. Oh my God. Please comment and let me know if you had any type of dating nightmare. Um, I am trying to look at my ex, and let's see it, not my ex boyfriend or anything, my ex, as in like the app. So if you guys comment, I'll be able to see them here. Okay. So please comment and let me know, what do you think of the state of dating in 2024? So let's keep reading this NBC News article about leaving the icks behind for 2024. Again, that's probably what dating experts get paid to say, because I don't think the ick is gone. I think the ick is very much here to stay. I know in my life, I get a lot of the icks. So the term, which was first popularized on the UK reality show Love Island in 2017, refers to little things that turn people off. Yeah, I used to be like that, but now it's like worse. I don't know if it's some kind of collective unconscious thing that's going on, but how about you guys? Do you feel like it's more icks now in 2024 than we had like 10 years ago? If you guys were dating, if you were old enough to be dating. So apparently, it's widespread use alongside other dating terminology like situationship. We know what that is, right? I've been in several of those. Which means an undefined romantic or sexual relationship, and red flags or relationship warning signs were pervasive across social media this year. Red flags. Let's talk about red flags, okay, you guys. So let me unshare that. So what are some red flags? I want to hear from you if you have any red flags that you think would help us, all of us as a collective, to be aware of. Okay, so red flags for me, somebody that comments on my physical appearance, a particular part of the body, or whether it's positive or negative, I'm like, okay, that's not even a red flag. That's just like a pass, swipe left. Another thing that turns me off is if they start talking about their ex a lot. Yes, because that means A, they're either not over it, or B, they haven't learned shit from it, or C, maybe they're the problem. Because if somebody has exes and they're all psychos, right, or they're all crazy, quote unquote, then I don't think if all your exes are psycho or are just, not good, or they're crazy or whatever you want to say, whatever you want to call them. I think the problem is really you, right? Don't you agree? I think that a lot of people just say that because they want to look good, and especially when they're on a first date, which actually does not make you look good. And I used to do this. I'm guilty, okay, of doing this. When you're fresh off of something and you start talking about your ex on a date, don't do it. Don't do it. Just because, don't date. Just take a little break because you're not ready. And that's my 2 cents, from experience and from dealing with other people through my relationship coaching. So yeah, the icks, the red flags, all of that has been a big part of 2024 for me, and for a lot of people. So I do believe it's a collective unconscious thing that we are all going through. So let's go again and see what they say. Let's see. So many daters have said they feel like the current state of dating is hopeless. Okay. Hopeless. Yes. I kind of have to subscribe to that at this point. I think there are too many choices also, and I think it's good on one hand, and on the other hand it's not great, because It's good because then you won't settle for the first thing that comes along, right? The first person that comes along. And it's not good because then you always feel like there's something better for you out there. And that might be the case. Okay. It's not, I'm not saying that's not true. So I think that it's a double edged sword to have so many choices. And a lot of people have been sharing horror stories and embarrassing moments online in videos that go viral. There's so many stories. If you put on TikTok horror dating horror stories or um, hopeless dating or nightmares, dating nightmares, or whatever hashtag you want to put in there on the search, it's going to be a flood. You're going to be flooded with stories and from people from all ages. It's not just younger people or older people, just like the whole gamut of ages. I think from Gen Z to boomers, or if the next generation, I can't remember, I think it's the silent generation, if they are alive and dating, you know, I don't think that when you're in like your 70s, or I think they're like in their 80s, the silent generation, I would not be dating in my 80s. Why would I like try to adapt to somebody when I probably don't have that much time left? Or maybe I do. I don't know. Maybe I'll live to be 100. Who knows? But the whole thing, I think the focus of dating is know your intentions. Why are you dating? Date with intent, okay? Are you dating to just have fun? Great. That's dating with that intent. Are you dating to find a partner? Date with that intent. Are you dating because you want to have kids and find a husband or a wife? Go for it. That's your intent. So I think with dating, it's very, very important to know what your intent is. I know that at this point in my life, my intent is to be by myself, sipping on some espresso or some delicious herbal tea and watch YouTube, or just sit here in my office in front of my laptop and just watch YouTube. Or sometimes I just, mute my computer and I just go scroll on TikTok. That's what I love doing. I know it sounds like very simplistic. I don't know. Hi, my love. Hi, James. How are you? Thank you for being here. I know that you're coming from YouTube. Thank you so much for showing up. Let me know. What do you think about dating in 2024? Is it a nightmare? Is it hopeless? So let me know, James, if you feel like, if the spirit moves you, go ahead. Um, but I feel that I don't remember. Oh yeah, like the intent, right? So know what you want. Like I said, I know what I want, and it's to be by myself at this moment in my life. That doesn't mean that in a year, 10 years, 5 years, whatever, I might change my desire to date, and I'll be like, or I meet someone amazing that matches me, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm going to explore this. This is fun. This could work. And also, another thing I always wonder is like, were we programmed to like find a mate and have a family? Is that a programming, or is that really a desire that we have? In many cultures, I don't remember what culture it was, but I know um, it exists, and I can Google that and let you know later, because I don't want to start Googling and have my face. That's my Google face. So in some cultures, there's like women who are with different men, right? And their sole purpose is to get impregnated by the men. That's it. They want to have a kid or kids. So that's a way to go. So were they programmed to go that route versus us, that we need to find a mate and, you know, get married, have that certificate and have kids? Or even if you're not married, it doesn't matter really. It doesn't, it's just a certificate. I've been married a couple of times. It means something in the sense that you commit to that person, but the paper itself means shit. Okay, that's my experience. And then the divorce part, not fun. It's much easier to do a breakup than a divorce, let me tell you. That's my 2 cents. But anyway, you do you, you do what you want. That I'm just speaking from experience. I've been in relationships in my life. So let's see. James, what's wrong with simplistic? I think dating is going to be whatever you make of it. Absolutely. It can be a nightmare if your mind is all over the place, or it can be magic if you're clear on what you'll accept. Absolutely. 100%. That's exactly what we were saying, that your intent. What's your intent? What do you want? Is it to have somebody that you just go out with? Great. Is it someone you want to marry? Is it somebody you want to have kids with? It's all up to you, right? We're all different, but I do think we were programmed to do it a certain way. And that didn't sound right, to do it a certain way. What's it? Um, but that's my 2 cents. Let's see. James, engaged 3 times, but nobody been strong enough to throw me down that. I love that. That's great. Yes. That, let me tell you, I've been very weak, thrown off that aisle, down that aisle, and off the aisle twice. So, yeah. And I've been proposed to many times. I don't even remember, honest to God, like men that I wasn't even dating, like they wanted to marry me. I'm like, okay, whatever. That's so weird. I might look like I'm going to be a good wife. I don't know, who knows, whatever. I have that kind of motherly, feel, fun aunt, mother kind of feel. So I guess that's probably what they were seeing, and they wanted to jump on that train, right? But anyway, so let's see what the article keeps saying. Let's add it here. Let me go and look at it. So, but dating experts, again, be careful with the dating experts, because some of them are paid, right, by the apps, several of whom have built large followings as creators across social media platforms, which tells me they're probably in cahoots with the dating apps, say expectations are changing and many singles are already taking steps towards creating better dating lives. I agree. I think where a lot of us are in transition, and that's, I think, why I'm feeling personally that I want to stay single, right? Because I don't think I'm ready to be with anyone, because I don't know what I want at this point in my life. What serves me better? A relationship, being single, being celibate, dating for fun? I don't know. So here's James. Thank you, James, for participating. It makes the life way more fun. So yes, I believe we have certain thoughts on how things should be with dating, love, life, etc. But beware should statements, because those are someone else's beliefs being imposed onto you. Very wise and very true. 100%. And let me tell you, growing up in Argentina, a Catholic background, I was definitely raised to not have sex until I got married and have kids and get married for sure. So this is what my mom told me: Graciela, if you don't marry by age 25, you're going to be an old lady with no man. It's like, what? 25 at 26, I'm going to be an old lady with no man. Okay. So she kind of, but I laughed at her, but all those beliefs that they put in your head growing up, they kind of float around in your brain and your unconscious. And I think that they do influence our decisions very much. Even if we're rebellious, I was very rebellious, but I still kind of was like, you know what? Maybe I should follow that model. My mom didn't do great with it. She didn't do badly, but I was like, they don't look very happy, my parents. So I don't know about marriage. And with the kids, I was like, I decided not to have kids because I saw my mom trying to balance her career and kids, and it was very hard for her to do. And she felt like she didn't do any of them well. So she was a boomer, I guess, or silent generation. I'm not sure, because I don't know the dates for that. But anyway, so that's what's up, right? So let's see who we have. We have great. We have 2 on YouTube. Whoever it is on YouTube, you guys can comment. Feel free to comment and tell me your thoughts on dating in 2024, your thoughts on dating in general. We have 6 people on X. Thank you, X. I love X. They're always showing up. They're amazing. So for years, people seem to accept the lack of clarity among their fellow singles and during situationships. that didn't fulfill the romantic needs. And ghosting, oh my God, ghosting or disappearing on a partner with no warning. Okay, ghosting is okay if somebody shows signs of being dangerous or whatever. But if you're going to ghost someone, at least just say, hey, you're not my cup of tea, or I don't feel we have connection. I don't feel we're a good match, whatever. Maybe we can be friends or maybe not. And that's it. It's not that hard to do. Ghosting is so lazy. I truly only ghost people that I feel threatened by. And there's a few, believe me, like on social media, there was like weird stuff going on, but not anymore, not anymore. Apparently, I attract more peace and love now that I'm in that state all the time. And when I'm not, I flip my thoughts. That's a whole different relationship coaching live that you can find on YouTube. It's called Regulating Your Emotions. And I talk about that flipping your thoughts and emotions from an intrusive thought or a negative thought to a positive one that agrees with the state of being that you want to be in, right? If you have an intrusive thought saying, dating sucks, you're never going to find anyone. It's like, how do you know that thought? So go away, get the hell out. And I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to do whatever works for my highest good. That's it. So I right there, I just flipped the thought, which actually that thought comes to me sometimes. And I think it comes to all of us. So many thoughts, intrusive thoughts. But anyway, ghosting, no bueno. Don't do it. Don't do it. Especially a partner. If you had, a relationship with someone and you ghost them, what the hell is that about? Like, what kind of person does that? Just, I'm sorry, I'm being judgmental, but just, that's really not very kind. And it's a judgment. Yes, I know. And it's fine. I can judge sometimes. Um, so here, oh, look at this. Daters have been normalizing this bad behavior and just calling it dating. That's not dating. That's shopping around and returning stuff, really, without even, just taking the money out of the cashier, the cash register rather than, or giving yourself a credit on your credit card. But it's no, it's not good. No. Mm-mm. All right. So let's see. Now she said we're admitting that we want love again, that we are not too busy for love, and that we are at least taking steps to hopefully turn this narrative of dating into a more positive one. You know what? I have to agree with that. I think that, oh, wait, I just saw, okay, ghosting. Sorry, my ADHD, I was reading its comment. Ghosting is a lack of self respect and respect for others. Change my mind. And I agree 100%. I'm with you. I'm with you 100%. So, yes. So I was saying, like, dating, it can change. I think this is my feeling. I think I am not attracting the right people in my life as far as romantic because I feel I don't want to because of my past experiences. I'm being very vulnerable here. So I believe that that energy that I put out is coming back at me like you're not going to meet someone that matches you. So I need to take my own advice and flip that thought and be like, you know what? Maybe you haven't met a person that's compatible with you or a good match to have a healthy relationship with. But maybe that person is out there and just stay open. And if you find that person, great. If you don't find that person for whatever reason, great too. So I think that before we can be happy with someone else, we have to be happy with ourselves. Self love is number one. Self love. Okay. And what that means is self care. So it shows us self-care. That doesn't mean that self-care, well, self-care equals self-love and vice versa. But I think we can love ourselves by accepting the way we are right now at this very moment. Oh no, I need to lose weight. Oh no, I need this. Oh, maybe if I did that or I wore this dress or whatever. No, you're perfect. Right now, as you see me with my swim hair tied up in a little ponytail, and it's all messed up, and my glasses and no makeup, I'm good. I love myself like this. And I love myself when I'm glammed up because I love myself, period. Right? And also, part of loving yourself is taking care of yourself. Self care. Get a massage if you're tight and you're like tired or whatever. Sometimes, you know what, guys, what I do when I'm like working a lot, which happens a lot, I just get in my car and will go to like a green park, like where there's green, or like a street here in Beverly Hills where there's like these big trees and it's beautiful and peaceful. I just go there. First, I go to Starbucks and get my coffee and brownie. I love my brownie warmed. And then I go to any street that I think is pretty and peaceful and just smell the trees and the flowers and like listen to no sound and drink my coffee and eat the brownie that's delicious and just be like, oh, this is so good. I am in the moment right now, enjoying this moment, taking care of myself. And I'm telling you, I do that maybe for a half hour. I come back home to work and I'm great. I feel great. So self care doesn't have to be, oh, I'll take myself to, Positano, Amalfi Coast, to on a trip, or the Greek islands. That's great if you can do that. But if you can't, like I cannot do that right now, um, go out in your car and go. If you live near a beach, go to the beach and just sit in your car and watch the ocean, or get out of your car, sit, put your little umbrella so the sun doesn't kill you, and just watch the ocean and just do nothing and just breathe in and out, ground yourself, be in the moment. And that's self-care. That's true self-care. Okay. So always take time to take care of yourself. And I should definitely take that advice because I don't do that enough sometimes. But I'm learning. I'm getting better at it. And you can too. Okay. All right, you guys. We've been doing this for 27 minutes and I try to keep my lives under 30. I really appreciate you showing up. We're doing this every Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. Pacific time, 1:30 p.m. at Central Time, and then 11, 12, 1, 2, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And let's see, we are going to go with this comment. Thank you for sharing and having that courage to be vulnerable. Thank you, James. Thank you so much. You never cease to amaze me. Oh, I love you. I love you, James. You're amazing. I will shoot you a message on my spill. I'm putting myself back out there in spite of my past. Yes, hugs. Hugs to you back. Love you, Grace. I appreciate your friendship, your love, your light. Oh my God, you just gave me goosebumps. And I appreciate the same because you're just looking in the mirror because that's all that you are. Your love and light. I love you guys. I love everybody. Even if you're my enemies and you want to destroy me, I still will love you because that's what I'm called to do. Okay. So I will see you guys on Tuesday at 11:30 Pacific time. And then by September, October, I'm going to start the twice a week drill. Join my Patreon. You can do it for free. Okay. And you can stay on the free tier, but you can also get a 7-day free trial. You can watch the Tias season 2, episode 1. It's a 33-minute episode with Rick Overton from The Office, Groundhog Day, Mrs. Doubtfire. He's hilarious. And the episode is called Doctor in the House. I know you're going to love it. And you can watch it for free before the drop, the premiere on Friday on YouTube. You can watch it on my Patreon. And my Patreon is patreon.com/, the state of Grace Fraga, right there. So if the spirit moves you, it's $5.99 a month after the free trial, the 7-day free trial. And I drop shows. I have so many shows. Oh my God, comedy series. I also have relationship coaching there where I post blogs. I just posted one on regulating emotions. Um, I I will probably start doing lives once I get more paid subscribers. I will do exclusive lives there. It's going to be like a continuation of what we're doing here. So we're going to go more in depth with relationship coaching, okay, and other things also, but we're going to start with relationship coaching. So the whole Patreon, the State of Grace Fraga, is about comedy and relationship coaching. That's the focus of that channel. And it's not a channel, I guess, the page or whatever. It's your Patreon. I don't know what to call it. So definitely take advantage of the 7-day free trial and Grace Shop is the code to get any of my merch at the State of Grace Shop. Let me find it. The State of Grace Shop. You can go there, and if you use the code Grace, let me see, what was it? What's the code? Okay, Grace Shop, you get 20%. So the stateofgraceshop.com, 20% off with Grace Shop. There's t-shirts, mugs, the Buddha with Booty series, the Grace Rules series. You can also get my book. By the way, if you subscribe to my Patreon, you can read my books for free there. Plus, I drop episodes and relationship coaching stuff every week, every Friday. I drop stuff. So, anyway, I love you guys. I will see you next Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern time, and 1 p.m. Central time. All right. Bye. Mwah.